Hello folks, in this video I'm going to talk about why I bought a used Wright stander. So, there's a few decisions that led me to this mower. At first, first let me explain my situation. I take care of probably about 15 to 16 lawns in a town of about 900 people in eastern South Dakota. And next year I have the contract for the school, and most likely we'll have the contract for the football field and the practice field. So I need something that can get a lot of mowing done pretty fast. I was originally looking at getting a used John Deere commercial zero turn. I think it's like a it was the Z9 series, but it was like the one of the oldest Z9s. I would have almost bought that, except the guy had sold it by the time I got a hold of him on Craigslist. So then I was just looking around, and actually for, I think it was a couple $100 cheaper over in Minneapolis Craigslist, I saw this guy. It's a 2010 Wright Stander ZK 61-inch deck. Says a 31 horsepower Kawasaki in it. Has 800 and something hours on it for a pretty good price. And so I decided to go with it. And yeah, I had watched quite a few YouTube videos beforehand on why I should get a stander and some why I shouldn't get a stander, and I really like the reasoning to get a stander for such as, like, if you're standing on it mowing and you hop off to pick up garbage, you can do that very easily. And then also just the greater visibility you have being up here versus sitting down. You can just see everything around your deck a whole lot better than you can with a zero turn. I'm not saying I'm not going to buy zero turns in the future, but for this, and for the main thing that drew me to the standards is the price point. Because if I would have bought a similar 61-inch commercial zero turn, 31 horsepower Kawasaki with 800 and something hours, I'd be looking at $3,000 to $3,000 more than what this costs. And I'm not entirely convinced that this is better than a zero turn, or a zero turn is better than this, but the jury's still out on that. But for what it is, I think it's going to work out pretty well. Now, when I bought this, I used it for about an hour, and then the right side wheel motor started leaking around the shaft. How the hydro system works on these is there's two pumps and two wheel motors, and there's like two totally separate systems. Well, they have the same tank up top, but there's the systems are separate. And the right wheel motor went out. So we called the guy. I called the guy about it and emailed him, and he was very good to us. He actually paid for the majority of it, even though it was an as-is sale, which is a lot more than most people on Craigslist would do these days. But yeah, so that's still, it's kind of a pain. We ended up having to take the motor off and getting it rebuilt at a local hydraulic store, and we got that put back on yesterday. So yeah, that was a little stressful, but got that taken care of, and just mowed the garage here today with it, and I think it's going to be a good mower. But it's the main reason why I got this again was price. Just the I think it was a pretty good price, and it was on Craigslist for about a month. And one of the reasons why the guy didn't sell it, I believe, was he didn't have the correct Craigslist tags. So if you search stander, you could, I just stumbled upon this trying to find something else, but yeah, he had this one. He also had an identical one with a 52-inch mower deck. I chose this one because I already have a 54-inch deck, and push mowers, I want something that can do big areas pretty fast. And another thing, the top speed is like 14 miles an hour with this thing, and it can hold about 15 gallons of fuel, so this thing is a beast when it comes to fuel capacity and top speed. Everything is really well built on it. The hydro system is designed to be repaired, and components of it where it's not cheap by any means. The ZK is the top of the line Wright, so I believe at the time, 2010, this was the biggest and most expensive machine or mower that Wright made at the time. That was another thing that spurred me on to buy this. Yeah, so that's just a few of the reasons why I chose a Wright Stander over a zero turn. So yeah, if you're in the market for used mowers, I'd recommend you check out Craigslist, especially in the Midwest area where I'm at. That's a very good resource to buy used mowers and equipment and all that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Clean Cut Lawn Care. Like and comment. Talk to you guys later.